What up? Mazaku Kami Season 6 offers you YouTube people, Madara VS Hagoromo Death Battle. Now, people have been wondering, who's actually stronger? Madara Uchiha or Hagoromo Asusuki? Well, Mazaku is here today to break it all down to you. Now, let's start off with something simple. Intellect. Now, Hagoromo, we don't really know much about his intellect, but we know what he thinks on a daily basis, as in of what he thinks about love. He made sure to tell us that constantly while they were fighting, Naruto and Sasuke fighting Kaguya. And he also thinks, he also thought that by giving Asura's reincarnation more power for 1,000 years, that it would work. So, as far as intellect goes, Hagoromo doesn't really have much of that. I mean, but by what we see, but this whole thing is based off feats. Feats and hype and, I don't know, basically just feats and hype. But 1,000 years, he was naive. So, to me, the intellect part it's not really there for me. I think he's more of like kind of Naruto. Naruto's not smart, but he's not dumb. But Hagoromo, the whole 1,000 year thing was fucking stupid. But I mean, he's not. To me, he's not dumb, but his actions aren't really, smart or what he thought would work to form the world, and he was really destroying it the whole time. Now, Madara, I'm gonna keep it straight with you guys. I heard a lot of arguments saying, well, Madara just, a young guy, Hagoromo had more experience. Technically not. Technically not, because we do not know how long Hagoromo lived. We don't know, maybe about 60, 70 years old, based on the fact that when he died, both of his children were still young, and they had that battle, as we've seen in several panels of the manga. So Hagoromo couldn't have been that old unless he would have fucked somebody or something at age, 60, 70. But at that age, I don't think men can really get up as they used to. So I'm pretty sure he might have died at around 60, 70 something years old, because he did, I don't know if it's a plot hole or not, but he did release all the tail beasts from himself and, separate them to 9 powers. Even though he said himself that once the tail beast is separated from the human, that's it. That died. So I'm guessing he did it, still lived, and because it said he died of old age. So 60, 70, possibly 80 years old is when he passed away. So that's 80 years of experience of his, but Madara has lived throughout, since he, was born in Hashirama to maybe about Obito getting crushed by the boulder. That has to be at least a century of time, because Madara, he's old as fuck. Only thing that's keeping him alive is the Ghetto Mazo. So that's what, after Hashirama battle could have been what? They could have been 20s, late 20s, possibly. That could have been maybe 70 years of thinking and planning out, so much thinking and planning out, that he had to send a Zetsu out to look for a worthy, bloodline, make the Zetsu come back, give the Zetsu his Rinnegan, give it to Nagato, hoping Nagato does not die, hoping that him and Obito form basically an Akatsuki in alliance. Then Madara would come back, and then the Rinnegan would come back to him. All this shit Madara is planned out. Even the Kakashi, he's planned this shit out. So intellect-wise, Madara absolutely stomps Hagoromo, because he's planned this shit for over a century, and it worked. He planned to be a god, planned to cast Interest Tsukuyomi, and it worked. 100 years of prep time, and it worked. Hagoromo, it took 1,000 years of his freaking time for his plan to work, but it's not even with his plan. Naruto and Sasuke just happened to be friends. They happened to get along. They could have easily say, okay, we're just gonna fuck each other up until we die, and the shit would continue and continue and continue. So that was really Naruto and Sasuke's doing. Hagoromo was dependent on his goal, which took 1,000 years. Madara was independent of his goal, which took over 100 years. So there's 100 years of experience. So experience-wise and intellect-wise of what he planned, Madara takes the cake in that department. Now speed. Now we don't really know how fast Hagoromo is, but based on the fact that he's a 10 tails Jubi and how fast Naruto was, just as the 9 tails Jinchuriki when he went to beating mode, Hagoromo was freaking ridiculously fast. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And since Madara has the Jubi as well, same shit. It's just extremely fast, probably great, mostly, because all the Teletubbies great reflexes without flying thunder god. So, speed feats, they're both are blitzers. Now, strength-wise, here's where it gets interesting, people. Now, it's been, seen that people of Akatsuki or Uchiha, plus with some Senju DNA, could have longer lifespans. Based on the fact that Hagoromo died at age possibly 60, 70, 80, and Madara was known as a freaking immortal when he had his Jubi and kept regenerating. By the way, I'm pretty sure Hagoromo can regenerate as well since he had the Jubi as well, because the Jubi that gives you, that durability to regenerate. So Hagoromo, he can also regenerate as well. Madara can regenerate. They both have true seeking balls. One thing that Hagoromo has that Madara doesn't is the sun and the moon palm seals, which can create a Chibaku Tensei to seal someone within the moon if they both, touch the opponent at the same time and it's activated. And Madara doesn't have that. But Hagoromo, as far as, power up goes, he can, summon the old Kages, but that won't really, as he did, to help bring Naruto, Sasuke and them back from the mission, but that won't do shit since Madara in base Renegade form was fucking up 5 Kage at once with E, so that is completely useless. He's a perfect Jinchuriki, as well as Madara is. They both had the Renegade. Hagoromo most likely has more advanced intellect on the Renegade since he is, he's not the originator, Kaguya is, but he is one of the originators. But Madara, as far as experience goes, knows almost everything, if not everything, about the Renegade. And let's see what else is on here. That's pretty much about it for Hagoromo. But his best upgrade feat would be taking the 10 tails. Now Madara, God, this man has the Renegade as Hagoromo does. Has 9.15 of the Jubi based on the fact when he took all the Jubi, it was just the I believe the Yang half of Kurama, so that makes 9.5. Then Obito stuck his hand in Madara, took some of Shukaku and a little bit of Guki, which is the 8 tails. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. So that leaves about 9.15 left of the Jubi. And the entire God tree, which is like that which is basically the Jubi's significant of a half. So that's a huge, and I mean huge power up. Huge power up. On top of that, he has the Hashirama Sage mode. On top of that, he has the Sharingan, only known by Kaguya herself to have that actual, eye power. Hagoromo said himself that Madara is not trying to reach Endura. He's not trying to reach Sasura. He's not even trying to reach Hagoromo. He's damn near trying to reach freaking Kaguya. He's trying to reach that god level status. Madara is the only person besides Kaguya to achieve Infinite Tsukiyomi. Now with Kaguya, I would like to say something. When she was brought back and was using the Sharingan to go to other dimensions, Madara most likely to have the same exact thing. Now, hold on for a second. I know a lot of people are like, no, because it's the same thing, it's different characters. That's can only be stated by, different forms of Sharingan or Rinnegan or some shit like that. Because Sharingan is just two different people. It's like a Kenka Genkai, something that's passed down, everybody can have different. But with the God Tree Sharingan eye, Kaguya ate the fruit, Madara got the trait. So it's not a passed down trait. It's something you simply take and the power is yours. That's it. So if Madara had that, because the only thing he did with it was do the Infinite Tsukiyomi. before Black Zetsu put his hands outside Madara's ass crack and made him gave him a vagina basically with lipstick, and boom, here goes Kaguya. So Black Zetsu did that bullshit, but Madara, one of his greatest feats was Infinite Tsukiyomi, and Hagoromo stated many times that's like the most powerful jutsu. Even though it's the second most powerful jutsu, I'll explain what's the first most powerful jutsu. And when I do a top 10 jutsus list, hopefully that's coming soon. So we have shit that is hard for Hagoromo to encounter, because the only thing that's hard for Madara to encounter is what we are thinking. It's probably the Chibaku Tensei cells. Because Sage bringing the weapons to the battle is going to be like useless because Madara already knows everything. There's going to be wasted props that cannot work on Madara. He has the 9.5 of the Jubi, the God Tree, on top of that, the Sharingan. He is, to me, no fanboying shit. Because Madara is nowhere near my favorite character. I like the character Madara. Do I like the character Hagoromo? I'm admit, fuck no. If I'm talking about to fight and you're interrupting it, talking about love of your sons when you fucked it up for 1,000 years, I mean, seriously, practice what you fucking preach, Hagoromo. That's why, like, in intellect version, he highly loses to Madara. Madara playing this shit out when he achieved his goal faster than Hagoromo did. Point blank, facts. Facts. And Hagoromo didn't achieve his goal, someone else did it for him. So Hagoromo never really achieved it. Madara achieved his in 1/10 of the time Hagoromo had to. So, yeah, that's basically it on the freaking intelligence part. But let's get back to the strength part. It's obvious, feats-wise, Madara is better. And had Hagoromo had the thing where Minato had where he could see everything Naruto was doing, Hagoromo could have more jutsus. But here's the thing, he doesn't use ninjutsu, he uses ninshu. So a Biju, like the shit you seen the Ten Tails do that wasn't impressive, is probably equivalent to Hagoromo shit that wasn't impressive. Sure, it's powerful, but it's not modern enough. Not to look cool or anything, but it's ways to encounter shit now. Because like most of the Jubi's Biju Damas kept throwing out was encountered. People seen this shit before. It's like, okay, it's this again. It's just more powerful. But it has to be more than just powerful. Because Madara knows the information. He read the plaque. He knows everything that Hagoromo is going to offer. Not everything, but almost everything. Even Madara himself knows, like that. Remember him, Goku? Nobody would have expected that he knew that shit. This is shit he probably read up on a tab. He probably like jutsu for jutsu. Looking, learning. 100 years, learning, practicing, analyzing, planning. Hagoromo's probably been dead, it's been dead for 1,000 years, not having any contact with the outside world, only impaired in Naruto's conscience when he was about to die. And, as Hagoromo said, Madara was, close to reaching damn near Kaguya's level. Feats-wise, Madara he has the cake. And if you look at it, Madara was never killed. Hashirama didn't kill him. He just beat him, and Madara had a plan, an escape plan. When he died at old age, he died, was never killed. Got back revived. He was never killed. He turned to Kaguya. Kaguya was sealed, so he fell out because the Jubi was sucked out of him. He never was legitimately killed. Nobody ever killed Madara Uchiha outside the entire Naruto series. Ever. He's never died. Well, he died, but he wasn't killed. Biju Damas, that's like Hagoromo. So, as far as the killing shit goes, yeah, that's pretty much it. He's most likely he knows more jutsu because of his 100 years of experience. And Hagoromo, ninshu, he probably can create ninjutsu, but he's ninshu. Madara is ninjutsu. Same thing, except for one's used for violence and shit like that. So as far as bloodlust goes, Madara is going to have the edge in that compartment already. But to me, I think the absorption of the God Tree and the Sharingan, it takes the cake. Those two are the most powerful things in the Naruto verse. Feats wise, Madara clearly takes this. It's not he's not owning Hagoromo. It's probably going to be a death battle. Somebody's gonna die, and for me, my personal opinion, I'm gonna raise my hand a little more towards the Madara. That's just me. No fanboying shit, But from what we seen, from what we learned, and especially the intellect, compartment, I mean, it's more like fuck the strength compartment. It's the intellect compartment that also bugs me too, because as we see, Hagoromo doesn't have a lot of that, and I find it ironic that he came at Naruto for being like a Shura, but a stupider version. But as far as stupid feats goes in Naruto history, Hagoromo has the most fucked up record. Over 1,000 years of bullshitting and fucking up the planet, literally fucking up the world, creating wars. Because one guy had more power than the other one. Had they both freaking had the same power, probably would kill themselves. The new ancestors probably wouldn't even fucking know each other. Fuck that. But as far the Jubi plus its legitimate half, the God Tree creates a stronger Jubi than Hagoromo has. Period. And they both can regenerate, of course. But the Sharingan plus 2 Rinnegan versus just 2 Rinnegan, even though it's one of the original, but Madara, 100 years of experience, guys. Hello. Actually, no, Madara, I was about to say he had more years with the Rinnegan, but Madara ranking it when he was an old head. But everything else was just spent on gathering information, planning shit out. When is this going to go there? By boom, by bang. Simple stuff like that. But feats-wise, Madara is smarter. Feats-wise, Madara is arguably stronger. And I done said everything, Biju Dami, he can freaking, only thing can't counter of Hagoromo if the Chibaku seals, but you have to seal the guy for that shit to happen. You have to get close enough to, make the seal and do the thing. And they try to seal Madara's soul back into the other world once, and he freaking avoided that shit. Because Madara knows jutsu. He knows ninjutsus that Hagoromo does not know. Because over 1,000 years, jutsus have been created that Madara knows that Hagoromo won't know until it's used on him or it's used in general. Like, Hagoromo doesn't even know what Shadow Clone is because Toriyama created that shit. Hagoromo has no idea what the fuck that is. Madara can make multiple Shadow Clones and Hagoromo could be fucking confused, literally. Like, yo, what the fuck what's going on here? Why is it 2, 3, 4 of them? But through his history, he'll know, okay, it's kind of like a clone thing. Not the rest of them are stronger than the original. But he can figure that out. But jutsus-wise, Madara has more. He has all the Rinnegan jutsus like Hagoromo. Shit, we see Madara use Rinnegan jutsus that we ain't see Hagoromo use. Not saying that Hagoromo doesn't have him, but since he was the originators, I'm already going to deem him dead jutsus. Just to be nice. But, you pinpoint, put this here, put that there, you really know, hey, is Hagoromo really stronger than Maru Uchiha? He even compared Maru to fucking his mom. No, he didn't compare him to fucking his mom, but he compared Maru to his mom. So, Hagoromo himself knows how powerful Maru is. Even if it wasn't said, feats-wise, intellect, strength, I had to go to Maru speed-wise. I mean, come on, I'm pretty sure they're the same freaking speed. But this has been Mazaku Kami. Now, this is just my opinion. So don't be an asshole, dislike the video, or troll in my comment section. If you think Hagoromo wins, more power to you. You think Madara wins, more power to you. I'm just me stating my opinion. And Madara is freaking immortal, has eternal life. Hagoromo doesn't have that shit. Because had Madara had the Jubi and shit, I mean, him and Kagura was freaking immortal. Remember, they couldn't be killed. So Madara, he shares that feat with Kagura, he couldn't be killed. Hagoromo actually died because he let the Jubi out. But it has been Mazaku Kami. Make sure to click on the other videos I leave in annotations at the end of this video. And that's basically it, man. Happy New Year and bye. So make sure to share this video too. Like it, comment, share it everywhere. This death battle is too good to not be shared with the rest of the anime community. Mazaku out. And one more thing, if you like this video, make sure to go to Mazaku Kami Clan Facebook group. I would be on there actively, answer any fans' questions, and hey, someone might be end up in the video. So make sure you guys go there and visit.